Good afternoon. Here we have a quiet little motel.
Hey everyone, welcome back to A History of Horror. Today we'll be going to 1960 for Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. We're now at a turning point in film history. Many people consider Psycho to be the first modern horror movie because it's a situation that anyone could find themselves in. Before this, in order to be in a horror movie, you had to either be an elite scientist or a member of the old aristocracy. But with Psycho, all that scary shit in the movies can now happen in your neighborhood. The person living 2 doors down from you could be a psychotic killer. Outside of Alfred Hitchcock being one of the most popular directors at the time, the movie had an incredible marketing campaign. It was publicized that theaters were not to let anyone in after the movie started, and this created buzz because people now had to find out what the big deal was. Now I don't do this too often, but it's impossible to talk about Psycho without giving away major spoilers. If you haven't seen it or don't know anything about it, please do yourself a favor and close the video right now. I posted a link to the movie in the description, so you can check it out there for free. I'll give you another couple seconds to do so. Alright, so back to the movie. Janet Leigh plays Marion Crane, a clerk working at a real estate office. The boss gives her $40,000 to take to the bank, but instead of dropping it off, she takes the money and runs. And this is where Hitchcock really shines. We spend the next few scenes watching her act conspicuous with every interaction, and constantly wonder if she'll get caught by the police. The tension rises with every stop, and it's exhilarating. Due to an incoming storm, she pulls off the highway to stay at a hotel owned by a young man named Norman Bates. Anthony Perkins is phenomenal in this role, portraying Norman as a charming and polite caretaker who cares deeply about his family.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
As the night progresses, it appears that things are going to be okay, so Marion decides to celebrate her new wealth with a hot shower. And then this happens. Never before has Hollywood seen this blend of violence and sexuality. Hitchcock was really pushing the edge with an intimate bathroom scene, but for Janet Leigh's naked body to be stabbed to death was groundbreaking. You don't just kill off the main character halfway into a movie. The shower scene became one of the most famous movie scenes of all time. What also made it shocking was that the murder was completely unprovoked and executed by a seemingly normal person. Norman Bates being the killer is the perfect representation of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Mental disorders were a new study at the time, so the concept of nurture versus nature to determine a person's sanity was still in its infancy. Hitchcock never explains what made Norman Bates crazy, so the audience is left to wonder if he was always insane, or if it had been ingrained in him by his abusive mother. His character was inspired by the real-life murderer Ed Gein, and I could make an entire video on him alone, but I'm going to save that for a later time. The popularity of Psycho opened doors for filmmakers to create something shocking. Violence was an acceptable medium now, and nothing was off limits anymore. Horror directors would continuously try to one-up each other, and audiences would be left wondering just how far they were willing to go. Well everyone, thank you for watching. Next week we'll be exploring Edgar Allan Poe's classic, The Mask of the Red Death. Thanks again for watching, I'll see you next time.